Good evening. Thank you very much, Mike, for that introduction. Where's he gone? Has he already disappeared? Anyway, as a Rainmaker, I've had the privilege to meet some amazing people, many of whom are in this room tonight. But there's one person in particular who's had a significant impact on my life. That person's name is actually Sat Singh, and he happens to be sitting right in front of me. He's the founder of the Renaissance Foundation. Sat, can you give us a quick wave? Now, I don't want to embarrass Sat, but I want to tell you that Sat has devoted his entire life to helping children and teenagers who've suffered from poverty, from abuse, and from terminal illness. Sat happened to be one of these teenagers himself, so he knows very well just how difficult it can be to escape the vicious psychological battle that these kids are in. But from personal experience, Sat also learned how genuine support and providing new and inspiring experiences could be effective in breaking down these psychological barriers and ultimately in raising their ambitions in life. And that's a very, very key point. Since founding the Renaissance 7 years ago, Sat has helped hundreds of kids. But the point is, Sat has done this with very little funding and practically no support at all. In fact, Sat doesn't even take a salary. Now, there's a reason I tell you this, and the reason is I think it helps describe just how powerful the Rainmaker Foundation can be. I met Sat soon after my Rainmaker introduction, where I essentially went in for a very open discussion on what charitable interests, or what charitable causes rather, interested me. In my case, I was very interested in charities that were focused on education, charities that were based locally, and charities that were small so that I could be of greater help than at a very large and efficiently run charity. So I was told to go away, and when I came back, Mike and Manny said, come in, and they presented me with 12 amazing charities. Well, that sounds very good, right? Except that it's not, because if you have to narrow 12 charities down to 2 so that you can finally make a decision, it's very challenging. So Mike kindly suggested that I should go away and actually meet the founders of some of these charities, and that's how I ended up meeting Sat. So when I first met Sat, I was obviously immediately captivated by the story I've just told you. But the point is, Sat also told me that it was his lack of experience in running a business, which essentially is what a charity is, that had constrained his ability to expand the charity and ultimately limited the ability to help kids. So together, soon after meeting, we built a strategic plan. Nothing that many of us, including Will, would not know about, which is building a business plan for a charity. We put together a plan to expand the charity's programs. We wanted to secure the funding because that's the main way that we can secure the sustainability of this charity. And finally, we are building a team around Sat because what he's very good at is helping these kids get back on their feet, and that's what we should be doing. Now, what we've done is actually very simple. But my point is, it helps describe just how powerful having this very, very diverse network of Rainmakers all together in one place, and the effect that they can have in helping really fantastic charities make a real difference with some simple help and advice. I know many of you are considering joining as Rainmakers, and I have some very, very simple advice. Do it. Don't take long. Sign up tonight and do it, because I promise you, it will be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life.